So if you ever wondered why my studio is so dirty and I have to clean it constantly, it's because of these two laying around everywhere. And when you got huskies, they shed. When they shed, you get fur everywhere. I think the couch is too dark, you really can't tell, but that thing is covered in fur. And I've been vacuuming it, just trying to get all the fur out, but man, if you got huskies, let me know down in the comments, because you know my pain. You can also see, I don't know if you can see the rub marks on this carpet is from where they like to lay. And my wife came over to pick up the baby, and she saw all these marks, and she thought that the dogs had like peed or something. And then she realized, like, oh, that's just where they always lay. I don't know if you can see the discoloration. That's because these huskies like to lay in these areas and just absolutely rub or roll or whatever. I don't know. That girl's out. Look at her. Studio's a little bit of a mess because I have been kind of reorganizing things, bringing a lot more equipment in, and kind of thinking about rewiring some things that I use. And at the same time, I've had a problem where the lights actually in the studio keep blowing out on me. I don't know why. Probably the way the building is wired. Just old power in these old brick buildings in the south. But my light bulbs keep busting out on me, and luckily I bought these lights that I used for filming, and I've got a bunch of these that I bought, which are great, but I've been putting them up and kind of moving them around as I need for whatever I'm doing. And they also do the ambient setting, which I really like. I've been using that a lot, and now it's like I have to fully depend on it, which is not the worst thing. They are pretty good. They're pretty bright. But it's just causing me to do more things that I did not anticipate having to do, which takes away from me actually recording or playing guitar or having the dog lay here and do nothing next to me, and then doing everything else I need to be doing and setting up pedals, which I was playing a little bit through my Gibson amp a little while ago. I wanted to hear what that fuzz sounded through it for some reason. I don't know why. It's like I forgot. I didn't really forget. I don't know. Sometimes you just want to play, you know? There's nothing wrong with just playing guitar. Although I really should have like plugged this in, because this thing actually sounds really good as like a slight clean boost. I need to get more overdrive gain pedals, which is on my list of things to do. I mean, I really just play a bunch of like high gain pedals. Ibanez TS9. I got that King in Yellow I'm still messing with. I got the Benson Germanium boost. Still messing with that too. I need more gain pedals that are like low drive. And I'm starting to learn that now. And I don't know why it never really occurred to me, but I'm experimenting with low drive, and it sounds better with low drive settings if you have a little bit of low drive on an amp that's slightly clean. Oh, check this out. my wife got me these Texas coasters because these coasters, what I've been using, these were from a bar I went to like 20 years ago, and they gave me 100 of these or something. And out of the 100, this is the only one left. I've had it forever, and I found it in one of the moving boxes. It had like merch or something in it when I was setting some stuff up last year. And I pulled it out because I was like, I don't actually have a coaster in here, and I wanted a coaster because I built this desk and I didn't really want to get stuff on it. Then I ordered some pickups for a guitar, bare knuckle pickups out of the UK. Got this one, came free with actually came with a pick too, but they sent this, which is super cool. I wish more companies would do that. Send like a coaster with whatever thing you buy. I don't know where that pick is though. The pick's probably just lost in here somewhere. I've got little gadgets and little things everywhere. Got a pick from the Grand Ole Opry. Just little things everywhere because these are the things I just kind of quickly grab when I need to do something or track something. I don't really know where it is, but yeah, pretty cool. They're all the same. But I needed more coasters, and when my wife picked up the baby, brought the dogs, she brought this for me. So I'm like, that's really cool. Because I wanted some coasters for the studio instead of just using these two all the time. Which, funny enough, I'm still using this one. But anyway, so I'm working on fixing the studio. This might be a short video because of this. I still have some recording setup going on. I was in the middle of tracking. A lot of that came to a halt. If you follow, you know I had a funeral. I have a family, so I'm busy with my family a lot too. On top of that, death in the family. And then on top of that, I have power issues in the studio, which is why you keep seeing extension cables and all sorts of other cables around, because I'm trying to figure out how to make everything work. Oh, and get this, more fun. That right there is a Thunderbolt cable, which for whatever reason, I don't know, it stopped working on me and it freaked me out. These things, I don't know if it'll focus on it. Maybe it won't. There we go. This is a Thunderbolt cable, which is a Mac proprietary system. Let's see if I can bring it over here. Mac proprietary system, they use Thunderbolt cables. This is actually a Thunderbolt 2, I believe. But I have to use a converter to get this into a Thunderbolt 3 module. And from there, I can plug it into my Universal Audio Apollo. If you've been following me since last year, you would know that this Universal Audio Apollo crapped out on me. You would know that this Universal Audio Apollo actually stopped working on me last year, and I had to send it in to get fixed. And that's actually why it still has this like plastic on it. I never ripped it off because I don't care. I can read the settings and stuff on it without it. This was the cable I used for it though. And this is now gone kaput. So now I have to order another cable. Luckily I had a backup because I have a satellite. So there's a cable that comes out of the satellite, goes into here, and then another cable that goes into here, into the system, which goes into this adapter right here that converts it into USB-C. Well, this one is not working, and luckily, I don't have any heavy mixes I need to work on where I need to have the satellite on. For those that don't know what a Universal Audio satellite is, this is the Universal Audio Apollo 8P, and this is the Universal Audio Satellite Octo. So this has 8 processors, Shark processors on it. This one has 4 for some reason, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it has 4 Shark processors. It's the 8P. It says right there. 8P. It's the older model. This one doesn't come with USB-C or what you would consider Thunderbolt 3. It comes with Thunderbolt 2. But you can replace the module on the back to upgrade it to Thunderbolt 3. I just haven't done it because I could get these relatively cheap. But I might actually do that because it would just be a lot easier to use a USB-C cable like that red one right there that I am using currently to power everything. But the point is, this right here allows you to open up your Shark processing, which means that when you run plugins and when you run a lot of heavy computer processing on your mixing, you're able to put a lot of that load on here and it's not actually on your computer. So it just makes things kind of easier. So essentially, when I'm working on a song in a mix, normally I don't actually have this on. I only have this on for tracking. It's on right now. lighting is kind of bad, so you can't really see, but it is on. Right there, that's green. So normally I would only have this on because it's all my input channels and my output channels and everything going to my monitors. So I can live track. You can see there's mics in the room that are actually on. They're live right now, so they're picking my voice up a little bit. This would be tracking in whatever microphones, full drum kit, multiple guitars, bass, whatever. I would be going into here. This would be on. And I do track with some processing on the way in. So like a little bit of compression, sometimes a custom preamp, things like that. But for the most part, I leave it kind of dry. It's like I kind of know where I want a sound on something or a processing on something. Really, it's like light compression on certain things. As long as you got your preamp levels right, you're pretty good. But that's all I do use this for. I don't really use the Shark processors on the way in where I need to like mix with this. Now here's my problem. When I am mixing songs, I have to plug into this. So when I plug into this, it opens up 8 more processing cores. And then between these 8 and these 4, I have 12. Now with 12 of them, I can run full suites in Logic. I can run full suites through Console, which comes with the Universal Audio Apollo. Unfortunately, at the time, right now, because I have one cable of an older proprietary technology, which I threw back on the floor over there, I can't use this right now. Or if I do use this, I can't use this. I need this and this to work together, so I'm trying to just get by right now with just tracking things. And even then, that's a little hard because sometimes on playback, I have other plugins already on other tracks that I wanted to be, live on the playback, and it won't work because I don't have that plugged in. So I'm crashing my system. So I have been working on things. I have not been recording myself working on things because of this problem right here. I guess it's not really a problem. It's just the fact that I have a bad cable and no other cables for proprietary technology that is older. Yay, Apple products. Yay. Anyway, because of that situation there, and I need to order another cable, I'm also in the process of ordering a bunch of stuff in for the studio because I am amping up. Look how cute the puppy looks. Look at her tail. I am ramping up to do a bunch of live in-studio sessions. And I don't know what they're going to sound like or what they are, but I got people coming out. We're going to be recording in the room live. I've been trying to prep for that. So that's why I have these. These are actually soundproof blankets that I can put up so I can kind of deaden certain areas. I'm kind of experimenting with what I'm doing here because I will be playing along with these people in the room. So I need to be able to have a setup where I can immediately go to different sounds that I need, which is also why I'm trying to make a separate little setup for the Gibson so I can run clean, and then a separate setup for this. And then I'm still going to have a setup for the bass, which is kind of not really a thing, but I need some few things, compressors, etc. And then maybe like a ABY split. I'm also looking at one of those. Then I'm also looking at all sorts of boost pedals because I need a couple different sounds, which means all of this is going to come closer to summer. That's when all this starts. I have to order and buy all this stuff right away because I need to get used to it, kind of learn it, set it up now. And that way I'm not trying to figure out how to work any of this equipment that comes in, last minute. I want to be a little bit well seasoned with it and figure out how to use it and work with it. Look at Kari. Hey, girl. Hey. Car. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little update on what I've been working on, why I missed out on a video. I think I missed out on 2 weeks actually, because I've had so much going on, and between my system not being able to work, me trying to figure out workarounds for that, lights and electricity going out, also worried about figuring out how to set things up, and honestly, it takes so much time ordering things in because you have to research them. It's not like you just, oh, I need X tuner. Sometimes you're like, oh, well, actually with tuners, probably didn't matter as much, but something like an overdrive pedal, it's not like you can just get one overdrive pedal. You want to know that you're getting the one that's going to work for multitudes of things that you want to do. So like the TS9 versus the TS808, or versus the King in Yellow, awesome pedal by the way. Or even if you went down the rabbit hole of fuzzes, this is a custom fuzz from Beatronics, and it's the Vespa. They made it for me, custom order. I wanted it to be my loud, like more juice, so it's called the Juicifer. Awesome pedal. I'll probably try to make a video on that. That would be interesting if I can get a video on that and show you guys what that sounds like. A lot of songs, when I record things for the backgrounds of these videos, I do a lot through my amps, and then that'll be my main gain tone, whatever it is, and then for the main rhythm side, and then I will double it with this so that it gives a different texture on the double, and it makes it sound more full, and it's amazing for that. What I want to learn how to do is, let me see if it's on. So when you turn it on, it's activated on right there. Red light comes on. Let me see if I can get in there. Red light comes on, and it's on the fuzz mode. Double click, and it switches to the stinger mode. The stinger is an octave fuzz, and it goes high octave fuzz. This thing is awesome when it does that. I'm trying to figure out a way to incorporate this into more recordings and maybe even like little lead runs or something for live. But that's why it's kind of plugged in right now and I'm playing with it. But it's cool because you just double tap it and then you can turn it off. And the other cool thing about this pedal is when you hold it down, you can momentarily hit whichever mode it's on will turn on for that second. So you can like kind of pop in with like the effect just for a moment. Really cool stuff. I'll try to do a video on that. Actually a really cool pedal. And then you can do some interesting things with this and with that because that's a germanium boost. It actually works as like another gain stage for this, either before or after, which is kind of interesting as well. That's a unique pedal. I talked about that in my last video, I believe, when I was writing, and I couldn't remember what it was called. But it's the Benson Germanium Boost. Great pedal. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. Why I was missing, why there are tools all over the studio, and why I haven't had any music or anything else to go. I actually did do a lot in here in the studio, but I just unfortunately did not film a lot of it because I was just in a hurry, and when I have to work, I have to work. Like, I can't just be like remembering to always put a camera on. And I try to as best I can, but sometimes it's just simple things like I'm so involved in a task and I didn't charge a camera, didn't bring my mounts, didn't bring a tripod. I'm actually trying to invest in more tripods because when we do the live sessions in the room, I will be playing somewhere around in this area, and I want to have a dedicated camera on me, dedicated camera on the drums, and then a dedicated camera on a singer and a bassist. That's like the idea that I'm going for in the room. So in order for that to happen, I need to have a couple more things where I can mount cameras to and then figure out live feeds and stuff like that, so I can mix all of it, timestamps. It's a bunch of editing stuff. That's why, like, you see that big mess? That is a huge mess of cables so that I can cut and splice and create all the wiring and stuff I need. And I've got a guitar case, bigger than that guitar case, actually. That couch size of a storage bin full of nothing but cables that I have to go bring in here so that I can finish wiring everything. I will try to get back with you guys on some content. Probably me playing, writing some songs, or trying to finish tracking the songs I've been working on. Hopefully I can get the cables ordered, everything else ordered, get the studio kind of back up and running, actually get it cleaned. It might take me and my wife both coming in here and doing a deep clean because so much dust, so much dirt. It rained so much. I was walking in here after the rain. Dogs are walking in after the rain. You see those paws? Those paws are dirty. Actually, the dogs need baths too. Hey, car. I see that tail, babe. Yeah. All right, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more motorcycle and rock music related material. I'm working on getting a lot of stuff ready so that we can have some good content over the summer. Just takes a lot of work. I'll try my best to try to get more footage. I'm still relatively new at doing this and trying to keep up with it, and then also the time in editing it when I have my system not working half the time. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you like what I'm doing, hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join me on my adventure of figuring out, I think I'm making a band or I am joining a band. Not sure what's going to happen. She might know, because I actually don't know. Actually, she would know before anybody else because she's with me just about all the time. Even when my kids are here, my kids will sleep right there. And then she'll just sleep right on the floor right next to them. That's why there's like a rub mark right there. Yeah, all right. Remember, pull hard, play hard. All right. Go, go.
What feels like a war crime but isn't a war crime. So we have a piece right here about a solid 50 feet away from the target. And as we get closer, the pieces of Gary, very unfortunate that you named him that, by the way, continue to get thicker.
Bye.
That was probably one of the most violent shots we've done. I mean, outside of the tank.
Bye.
Bigger chunks. You got some on the camera.
Bye.
There's his intestines right there.
Bye. 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 Bye.